Hello. Hi, Robbie. How are you? Not quite sure who else is there. Hello. If you're there, say hi. I've popped Ellie and Ernie on cam tonight just to have that extra, I guess, option to show you some stuff if anyone wants to know some stuff, some things. Hello. Is anyone here? If you're here, thumbs up. Hello. Say hi so I can see you. And if you have any questions, ask me. I know there's someone there because it says there's people there. Ernie's fast asleep after puppy school, even though he didn't do a whole lot. I'll just click that one on. Ask your questions. Questions. Are you bored, Ernie? Ernie's going to go and get a bath soon because he's disgusting. Any questions? Looks like I've got a few people watching, but nobody's asking questions. I don't know what I'm wanting to talk about today. What do you want to talk about, Ernie? He's just chilling post puppy school. So I popped a little Ernie cam down here for those of you that just joined so I can show you some things if you want to talk about something dog training that I can show you with our dogs. But I did bring, because I know it's kind of that time of night where everyone wants to have a little bit of a snack. Do you want a snack? So I did bring some snacks. Ooh, snacks. So I went out to my little posse out there and I got some snacks and he's getting excited. So I could run through some treats with you if anyone would like a treat. Do you want a treat? Oh, num num. Having a look in here. Looksy. What is it, Ernie? Hey? Oh, it looks, doesn't it? How about you go in your crate? Why don't you go in your crate first? You want to go in your crate? I'll show everyone what we've got, and maybe you could do some crunching with your treats in your crate. Oh boy. Oh, does Ali want one too? This is the kangaroo heart. Well, where are we, guys? This is your one. Like anything, these puppy puppies, we want to make sure that they start working for their treats. In your crate, please. Oh boy, here you go. You can have a kangaroo heart too. I'm going to close your door. Ellie, you want a kangaroo heart too? Sit down. There you go. Ooh. Crunch. No one there? Well, I might go inside then. No one wants to ask questions tonight. That's all right. The dogs are happy. They've got their goodies. Good puppies. They're good, Ellie. Yum. Anyway, I just thought I'd show you some of the treats. So this is our delicious kangaroo chop. Yum. They come in all different sizes. So obviously this size is way too big for like an Ellie dog. And this size is probably still too big for an Ollie dog, but maybe a good size for like a Labrador or something like that. So it's important that you do choose the right size treats for your dog and also for your puppy. So these are certainly not okay for puppies to eat. These are way too hard for puppies and obviously way too big. But something like this might be better for a puppy, which is a shark skin. So I don't know if you can see it, it's quite fleshy, and it's almost a little bit sandpapery. So when they crunch it, well, you can hear that it's not too hard, so it's not going to affect their little baby teeth. But like anything puppy, make sure you supervise them. Supervise your puppies when you are feeding them treats or anything that you are giving your puppy. Shark cartilage is really good for the older dogs, but also puppies because it does break down pretty easily. It's a nice crunchy treat which has loads of glucosamine and helps with anti-inflammatory stuff. Our favorite chicken breast jerky, yum yum. Ellie's favorite treat. Pig's ears. Now this pig's ear is way too big for a puppy. If you give your puppy this to chew on, they might get through a little bit of it, but if they do start to eat it and get lots of it, they're going to get the runs. So don't feed them a whole pig's ear. Maybe even just get your Stanley knife and just give them a little strip. But like anything, supervise your puppy when you give them a treat. You know what? Pig's ear is probably not the best thing for a puppy anyway. For those of you that don't like dead animals, this is a kangaroo ear and it is bendy. And I gave this to a little Raffy the other day who's in foster care, and he's a 20-week-old Jack Russell Foxy cross, and he loved this little ear. My guys won't touch it, but he loved it. So goes to show that they do love them, worth a try. They've just come in. I haven't even put them online yet for sale, but for those of you that are ordering treats, I'm chucking one in your bag for you so you can give them a go. But they are really good for puppies. Obviously, there's lots of different textures there. They can rip and tear, which is what they want to do with their teeth and how they want to use their jaws. This is an Ernie-sized treat, and this is not even a treat. This is probably a meal in itself. So this is a kangaroo shank. They come again and once again in all different shapes and sizes. So make sure you're choosing the right shape and size for your dog. And if you're not sure, then ask whoever's at the shop to help you out with it. So if you order from me, you can tell me your dog's name first, age and breed, and then I actually get you the right treats for your dog. Chicken feet, another favourite of Allie's. These little feet are crunchy little suckers. Do you want to eat a chicken foot? Yeah? There you go, Allie. Oh, can you see Allie? Where's Allie? Is that the right way? All right, so Allie's just going to crunch away on her little chicken feet there. Or a chicken foot. What are we going to give Ernie tonight? Maybe I'll give him a chop. Would you like a chop, buddy? Or do you want a roux shank? Well, I'm not too sure what Ernie wants tonight. Hi, Sarah. A comment. Yay. Finally, I'm more than happy to answer any questions, so let me read it. It says, we have, oops, mouse, lost my mouse. We have an almost 11-week-old golden, I'm guessing golden retriever, and needs some advice on calming her down when she gets into her bitey, crazy phase. Very typical for an 11-week-old puppy. Tends to be of an evening. We do lots of enrichment during the day with Kongs, Kong Wobbler, Sandpit, toilet rolls, trying to mentally wear her out, but she gets in her excitement mood and won't listen to us. So we've been trying to treat her when she's calm, but as soon as we stop treating, she goes mad again. We've tried some timeout, doesn't seem to work. We tried, I'm not sure what the rest of it. So hi, Sarah. Really great question. Sounds like you're hitting bewitching hour. Bewitching hour is basically when your puppy is in, if you've had a child, you'd understand that bewitching hour is pretty much that time when they are inconsolable. They just run amok and, do whatever they need to do to get it out of the system, and then they'll crash. Bewitching hour usually happens around 7:30, 8 o'clock for most puppies, and I found that with my puppy score 7:30, most puppies are fast asleep after their crazy zoomies. Now, you're doing really great things by the sounds of it with your enrichment, which is fantastic to hear. A lot of people don't understand enrichment, but I actually just had a session on enrichment, so I've got all of these licky mats and wobble bowls and slow feeders and stuff here, but that won't calm your puppy down at night. I don't know if you've got a licky mat. Licky mats are actually pretty good, or the wobble bowls, because licking actually stimulates and promotes calm and de-stresses from anxiety and whatever it is, Zoomy modes. So these are really good if you're looking at something like that for your puppy to do. But if you're getting to Zoomy mode and puppy's not listening, timeout's not going to help in any kind of way, because you're actually, I guess, validating that they're doing something wrong, and it removes the excitement. If a puppy is getting too zoomy and it's still listening for treats, maybe just do a scatter feed on the ground, but then pop them to sleep. And maybe a puppy's not had enough sleep during the day. So puppies need about 20 hours of sleep, especially at 11-week-old. 20 hours sleep a day, if not a little bit more. And that includes the overnight as well. So if you're getting 8 to 10 hours overnight, they still need 10 hours of solid sleep during the day, which is quite a lot when you think about it. So make sure your puppy is getting plenty of sleep during the day. But if it's poaching hour and they're getting absolutely crazy, the other thing you could practice doing is having her on a lead or in a crate or in an area where she can't physically get to you to bite you. Encourage her to bite the things that you want her to bite, so like the tug toys or chewy toys or a bit of rope or whatever it might be. But having her confined to a lead will stop her from getting to where you don't want her to be, but also it will stop you from grabbing her each time she's doing something she shouldn't be doing and redirecting biting onto you. So if you just step on that lead and just wait for her to come, ask her for something that you like a sit or a drop or whatever it is that she can do, eventually she'll start to learn that being calm is actually better for her. Now, I had little Ruffy over the other day. He's a 20-week Jack, and he does get into a crazy biting mood. And as soon as I just let him know that, ouch, that really hurt me. Turn back around to Ernie. Oops, wrong way. I might just give Ernie his dinner. You want some dinner, Ernie? Once they get into that really biting mood, if you start entering into it and play the game back, so you start, no, stop, I keep telling you, you shouldn't be doing that, then, potentially reinforcing the behavior, because they're actually getting your attention from doing that. So it's really important you try to, sorry, my ears are buzzing because people are emailing me or something. So trying to keep the calm and keep them calm and teaching them that calm actually gets them more things rather than the bitey mood. So a big ouch and stop, you remove yourself from wherever the puppy is, you turn your head and you teach them that stops the game and there's no more. A lot of mistakes that people make when they do have a bitey puppy is they'll go, ouch, and then they'll quickly shove a toy in their mouth. And what they're actually doing, unfortunately, is reinforcing, potentially, because their timing's a little bit slow. So when you do out for a toy, make sure you let them know, ouch, you turn your head, stop, and then you go, how about you sit? And here goes your treat or your toy or whatever it might be. So then they're getting the reinforcer for the sit, not, ouch, here, have a toy, quick, play with this, and re-stimulating them. The calmer you are, the calmer your puppy will be. I don't know how many times I say that at puppy school, but the calmer you are, the calmer your dog will be. So if you're telling him, ouch, that really hurts, and then sorry, poor Ernie, he thinks he's doing something wrong. Ouch, turn your head, stop the game, and then, restart it in a few seconds, because puppies' attention spans are feeling short. You want this? There you go, Papa. Ellie, up, please. That's Ernie's. Thank you. Good boy, Ernie. Lucky boy, Ernie. Hopefully that helps, Sarah. Give it a shot. Are you doing a puppy school at all? Not sure if you said if you were or not. Is there anyone else there that wants to ask any questions? It doesn't matter what. Hi, Nick. Hi, Ginny. Yeah, everyone's in bed. What do you think, Ellie? Are they in bed? You can have it, Ernie. Good boy. You want to eat? Ellie. Didn't you hear that? Ellie just popped off. Oh. Well, Sarah, I'm doing a puppy class, and you can be anywhere in Australia or in New Zealand or wherever you want to be in the world. It's a 4-week course, and it's $120, and it goes for an hour. And I've actually just finished one of my classes, hence why all the things are out to show you. So if you want to pop the link, I can pop the link in for you so you can have a look at that. But yeah, it is a fantastic course, and I'm getting loads of amazing feedback, which is good. The only feedback that is negative is that I can't be there, and I can't actually whip in and kind of show people how to do certain things. But aside from that, the information's all there. You get loads and loads of information on puppy things, so all things puppy. Your sits, your drops, your stands, your mats, stays. We do lots on lead walking. We also talk about harnesses, leads, environmental enrichment. We also talk body language, lots and lots of things. So, yeah, if there's any puppy that you'd like to ask, or any dog training, anything, ask me. I know people are there. No one's asked questions. Hi, Angela. Might be Angela that's got a puppy in Yarraville, is it? Possibly. Someone just emailed me again. Who's emailing me? And yes, on how to teach a 7-month-old to share toys with our other dog. Oh, she wants the toys. Am I just getting all of these now, or is all at once? Everyone's commenting at once. She wants all the toys and gets jealous when she tries to chew and play with anything. It's like I told her wanting all the toys, even if she doesn't actually want to play with them. What breed is she? I wonder. What breed is she? Jessica Hill. I know that name though. My mic is playing up. Oh, is that better? Is that better? Thumbs up for yes. Sorry, I didn't realize. Thanks, Nick. Thanks for bringing that up. You're the best. So teaching her to share the toys, I guess. Is she? So another dog. It makes it really hard because she's a wolfhound. The other dog's a Great Dane. We bought toys and treats. Yes, that's how I knew your name because I looked at the K. You can't hear me at all. Oh dear. Maybe I will put my ears back on. Hang on. Sorry, guys. Technical issues. 9:45 at night. Let me try again. I find it's easier to put the AirPods in. Has anyone got one of these? I can't work out how to work it. They just don't seem to be working. All right, you can hear me now. Cool. So where were we? With the sharing of the toys. So I guess if you need to be really specific with which toys are hers and which toys aren't. So how you would do that is make them a certain smell is probably the easiest way to actually differentiate between the two. So if you've got a baby in the house and a dog, I would put a certain scent on the dog's toys and teach the dog those with their toys and remove them out if they got the wrong toys. But with a puppy, is she actually guarding them, or is it just moving them off and then not allowing the other dog to get them? It's a bit of a funny behavior, but I'd certainly start reinforcing when she's got the right toys. You could start training her with names of toys. So teach her to go and get Teddy, teach her to go and get Froggy, whatever it is, and teach her that, that's not yours, go and get Froggy. So then she's got a job to do rather than just making a job out of her own fun. Hopefully that helps. Jody. Hi, Jody. How's Bear going? I bet you he's huge already. Cool. We stand out the front with Bear and watch people walk past with their dogs. I try and keep his attention, but he barks at them. I saw
Loom, he looks at me and gets a treat and then goes back to pulling it back. And how can I calm him? Okay, so if he's reacting to other dogs and people, so you stand at the front with Bear inside of your own home, I'm assuming, or outside of your front yard. So the other thing you can try and do is like a little find it game. So the find it game is almost like tossing food on the floor and teaching him to go find it. It's more of a distracting thing and it keeps him busy. So you want to use something of very high value. So you could use like a chicken or something like that to get his attention on something other than the stimulus that's moving past. But the biggest thing for any kind of conditioning with dog is to create a distance. If your distance is too small, he's getting so big. Sorry, I say look, and he looks at me. Oh, so he does good. He does look. That's really, really good. Sorry, it's really hard. It's a little delayed there. So he looks at you and then goes back to pulling and barking. So the treats have got to keep coming, Jody. Like you've got to keep those treats coming and maybe even, this way, turn and lure him off to follow you away so that then he's not dead looking at other dog with a stimulus. So catch him before the behavior happens and ask him to do something. So rather than, you're barking at him again, Bear, this way, good boy, and really get his attention that way. Probably do it without the kids as well while they're at school. So it's just you and him, and that you can start to teach him what you need him to do. So as he is looking at you, yes, good boy, let's go this way. And then lure him with your hand and your treat and lure him back around, ask him for a sit, and then we go back off again. So rather than allowing him to keep going back to bark and lunge and look at the other dogs, you're luring him back onto you and back to your information. Back to information. I'm just reading a message. What does it say? Oh, Laura, you shouldn't be messaging me that. She's so silly. Laura Mundy, get on here. Do you want me to send you a code? And you can jump on, seeing as you're here. Does anyone want to come on live and see some stuff online? Then I can see you. I can see your puppies. If you can be bothered. Where are you, Laura? There you go. Here's your code. Jump on if you're around. Nothing like putting on the spot. Who else we got? Angela. I'm getting a Whippet puppy next month. I'm trying to decide what to do recollar. They go so quick. Some people say to start as we intend to go, but I'm not sure. Would you recommend a collar or harness at this early age? With a Whippet, you should probably get a collar. I haven't got one on me. Whippets have a obviously like a greyhoundy kind of a neck. So I can't think of the word right now because I'm a bit fatigued after talking at puppy school. But there's a couple of different collars, and the reason I recommend collars is all dogs should have a collar on with some form of identification and their council tag on at all times. And I do recommend the clips as opposed to the buckles for a couple of reasons, because the clips, and I've actually got, where are they? Hang on 2 seconds, guys. I'll just grab you a collar to show you, which is really good for those people that tell me all the time that they can't have a collar on their dog because there is another dog in the house that pulls it off, and they're worried that they might get stuck together. The dogs I'm talking about. I'm too excited. Sorry, I'm trying to get into this cupboard to grab something out because I am pretty excited about these collars. They are fantastic if you've got a multi-dog household, if you've got a puppy, or if you've got an escape artist as well and you're worried about them being stuck on the fence. These collars are the answer. So I'll just grab the first one out. It's a big one. So these collars are called the ROGS Safety Collar, and they have a little clip here, which is where you would clip your lead on, okay? However, if your lead isn't clipped on, they have a little stretchy. So say if your dog was to get stuck somewhere, has the option to pull open so your dog can't get stuck. So they are a fantastic idea for dogs that are multi-dog households. So if they get stuck together, the collar comes off, but it also, if they got stuck on a fence or whatever it might be, they can actually get out and get away. But it also means if you've got your dog clipped on the lead, that they can't break that away because the lead has the clip on it, and they're also magnetic, so they clip together pretty well. Anyway, with a whippet puppy, yes, I do recommend getting a collar for the identification, and I always suggest harnesses for a couple of reasons, because puppies can do so much damage to their little necks. They're very fragile. Oh, Ali, you look ridiculous with your haircut. Look at what Mummy did to it. ISO haircut. So getting a harness on your puppy is taking the pressure off their necks. And there's a couple of different ones out there. I'll just quickly show you this one because it's sitting here. This is one of the little black dog harnesses that I've got. This is the little, what I call the Y front ones. So their little feet go through these two little gaps here. And then they clip up around the back of their neck. So you put the two little legs in there, down that way, and then you clip it up around the back of the dog. And Ali's actually got one of these, and this is what I use for in the car. So you can clip them into there on the back, and they can't wiggle out of that one as well. So this is an extra small one. It's a mini one, probably suit anything from 1.7 to maybe 3 kilos. But there's a whole heap of different sizes you can get, and I've also got the ROGS ones as well, which are pretty cool, the dog harnesses, but they do grow very quick depending on how big your whippet is as to what like size harness you get, and I'm more than happy to help you fit your harness and decide which one's best for you and your dog. Yeah, but definitely get the pressure off the neck because so much can happen with puppies. All right, does anyone else have any questions? Hi, Sarah. Sarah says, Nessie responds to her name in a house and in a laneway, but as soon as we go that step further down the street, it's like she completely forgets it. Any tips? Yes, loads and loads of tips. So when we're out and about, obviously the stimulus is quite high. So there's loads of smells. Nessie's a Spaniel Cross, I believe. And so she absolutely loves to sniff and sniff her environment. She gets very distracted. Pretty normal. The best advice for you, Sarah, is don't wear her name out. So try and use attention getters, loads of different sounds, your voice, maybe take a squeaky toy if she loves squeaky toys, or plastic bottles if she loves the crunchy kind of sound, or take something super high value to get her attention back, like, I don't know, a bully stick, play fetch with that instead, or yeah, take something super delicious so that she can sit there. You could say her name, give her the treat, her name, give her the treat. But with the name thing, I guess being really consistent, not allowing her to run off and get away with, you know, just running away. It sounds like you're on the lead, which is a good start. But I would just simply wait. So if she's, say if you were, I don't know, 10 steps away from wherever your threshold is with her, like losing her name, take it back, ask her for sit, watch, yes, sit, watch, yes. And then as you're moving forward and she's looking like she's getting a little distracted, maybe use your this way. As soon as she looks back, Nessie, yes. So she starts to pair her name with looking back at you, instead of you nagging her name for 10 times and then she turns around and looks back at you. Does that make sense? Hopefully that makes sense. So try not to wear her name out. If she's not listening to her name, get her attention another way. Pair her name so you can generalize her name with looking back at you in different environments, if that makes sense to you, Sarah. Yeah, you feed her a dinner once a week just with her name and yes for a response. So I would just start doing that outside of home. Maybe make that the first job for the day, but after a little bit of a zoom around. So maybe let her have a bit of a Zoom first, and then, or maybe, you know, play with her before you go, so she's got that little bit of energy out first, and then start your training. So quite often if we've got a dog that's pulling on the lead or not listening, I'll say just take the edge off. So if they love the ball, I know Nessie can't throw the ball, but if they love tug of war, give them a bit of a tug of war just to take that edge off, so they are in the frame of mind to be able to learn and to listen, because we've taken that little bit of energy off. All right, does anybody have any other questions? I know there's still a few of you here, so if you are watching, who's here that is a client on my client page? Hi, Maria. How are you? How's that gorgeous puppy of yours, I wonder? I'll just see if I can see anything on my Facebook, because I'm using StreamYard, which is a pretty cool app that I do use. Oh, Dev's there. Hi, Dev. Dev, you're commenting on the client's page. That's why I probably can't see you entirely. My husband's watching me. He's just inside, so it's kind of funny. All right, well, I could blabble on about whatever you wanted me to blabble on about. Oh, if anyone's got a clicker, quick little tip. Actually, I'm just writing up my, for those of you that have got a clicker, I did have one of these typed up, but now I've just got a fancy way of typing it up, so I'll be able to shoot it in an email. But there's like 6 tips on how to use a clicker. So another tip with the clicker, like, it's quite loud. So if you listen to this, it's quite loud. Ellie heard that. She gets a treat. And to make it a little softer, this is your best friend here, right here, Blue Tack. You don't have to have the colour one, I just thought it was fun. So if you just pop a little bit of Blue Tack, can you see that little bit there, little round bit right there? You pop it on there, and look, the sound is so much quieter. So if you have a puppy and a little bit noise sensitive, that's a really good way to make it softer. Laura Mundy says, what is this? I'm saying, Laura, it's a link for you to come online if you want to. Are you hot, Ernie? Do I know if it's normal for a Mastiff to change colour? I'm not sure on that one, Jodie. I personally don't have a Mastiff. You come out. You don't want to eat that in there. Come on then. There you go. You can take it. Ernie wants to go outside, sorry. No, I have no idea if it's normal for a Mastiff to change colour, their coat. Quite often puppies will change colour, like Ellie, she used to be all black, now she's black and grey. So they do change over time, but I think that's a little bit... Oh, you just wanted the door open, too hot. You're a funny boy, Ernie. Where are you? There he is, crunching away. Best advice for that one, Jodie, would be to get in touch with your breeder. They would most certainly have a better idea on that one. Put that there. You can see Ernie crunching in his crate. Crunch, crunch. All right, I think that's it, guys. I think everyone's asked all their questions. If you do have any other questions, you've got about 2 minutes to pop questions in, because I'm going to go to bed in a minute. Have a nice sleep. Public holiday tomorrow, so not that that means a lot to us in ISO, but I think George is a Tiger supporter, our George. So hopefully he enjoys that. All right, guys, take care, and I will see you soon. Next time. Until next time. Bye.